Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Lightning Returns Final Fantasy XIII. I'm Mysterious JG. Long video, but we just had the worst possible battle against Snow, where you actually win. Minimum possible score, maximum possible time, but we won. And I'm gonna go with it and be reasonably happy if we don't lose an entire day and jump straight to day 5. If we jump straight to day 5, I have to seriously think about going offline, going to an older save, and handling chronostasis differently, and getting all the way to that last fight, and finishing on day 3. Because if we lose day 4, and all it is us fighting the last room or two of the Snow Villiers plotline, I will be super annoyed. Let's see where it goes. We got our EP, we got our gills, no items? Was our score that bad there's no item reward? Or maybe there's just never an item reward, I'm not sure. But I'll say, yeah, Snow kind of grows on me over the course of the series. I had a lot of fun hating him in my Let's Play of Final Fantasy XIII. Just the whole... his over-the-top, calling himself a hero, talking like a hero... That's the game where his idle animation is him punching his own hand repeatedly. And if there was any chance that he wasn't a complete tool, he's the first one, I believe, who got his Eidolons. And they form a motorcycle made of women that he rides on. He's the fucking worst. Hearing him yell, "Sarah!" every 4 seconds gets annoying too. He's a lot more tolerable in the next game. Well, right off the bat, the game is about Sarah. And without rehashing the entire game, probably the biggest moment of me thinking, okay, Snow is not the worst character in all of fiction, is when basically Sarah is narrating events that happen to us before the game starts, but the reason Snow is not around is because Sarah is freaking out. She remembers Lightning being around and alive at the end of Final Fantasy XIII, and then just one day she's gone, and everyone else just forgot that she was ever around after Final Fantasy XIII ended. And this includes Snow. Snow remembers things the way everyone except Sarah remembers them. Sarah is the only one who's like, Lightning was around, she was with us, we were all together after the events of Final Fantasy XIII, but suddenly she's just gone, and I don't know why. And Snow basically believes his fiancée, trusts her, and goes out to try to figure out what's going on, which is not why he's around at the beginning of the game. And I liked him more for that. When we find him, he's kind of like jokingly not too sure about this Noel guy that's been hanging around with his girlfriend, but ultimately trusts her, again. And he's going to go off and journey with them and be part of their adventure party, but circumstances prevent him. He's annoying when you fight him as an optional DLC-only boss, but yeah, like his role in that story, he's actually more tolerable. And in this game... it's kind of a switch from where he was, but like the guy who's like hanging around, he was supposed to be the big hero, but everything went to shit anyway, and his fiancée, that is all in theory is supposed to be for her, is gone. Yeah, like I don't mind him as much, but the relationship with Lightning is an interesting one, because like in almost any other game, like he's the brazen, loud, kind of silly hero with his heart in the right place. And she's the heroine who's just kind of like a little grim, a little humorless. It really takes a lot to get her to smile. They would almost be like a good couple if it weren't for the fact that Sarah is there. And I don't know, like I'm been finally 3 games in, drawn into the story, but the idea that Lightning did not like Snow, still doesn't really like Snow, but she comes to accept that Snow's feelings for Sarah are genuine and blah blah blah, and she's willing to offer them her congratulations at the end of the first game, and then we don't see her interacting with much of anybody in the second game. But the idea that she's never going to just love the idea of having Snow around, but she's grown to accept him. This is the game where she like basically the only person who can possibly feel as sharp or a sharper sense of loss over Sarah than she does is Snow. And she does come to try to help him. And I think it's sweet. But I'll never get past the fact that Snow, in the first game, summons a motorcycle made of hot chicks that he drives around in. He's an idiot. Let's see what happens now that we've destroyed him. Lightning's concern for him was not misplaced, but it was somewhat confused. He has not been sealed away wallowing in pity. He has been trying, up until the very end, to contain this massive burst of chaos that was going to come out of the city and destroy everyone. And he finally can't do it anymore. He does believe he deserves to die because of his own failures, but he was actively doing something positive right up to the end, which is nice. So we'll see if the game forgets that, or if anything makes sense now with this next bit of dialogue. Also, I should have gotten some kind of item for that. I'm sorry. I know I didn't. I got a terrible score, but...
The chaos, it's disappearing.
Oh, and I should have switched her outfit default back to her Goddess of Etro thing.
Snow sure is something, isn't he? He swallowed up all that chaos and kept it at bay.
He's got a big old tummy full of chaos.
To be safe. And his only reward was to turn into a monster.
Can he see her, and does he think that she's
How about you do
Sarah?
him a favor? Do what he asked. That thing's not even him anymore.
It's a Borg.
Kinder to put it out of its misery.
She's messed up.
Yep, Snow's gone, and you know what? The only hope for his soul lies in death. So that's it. Oh, that is good. I bet he became a Sith right now because he wanted you to kill him.
What is that even? What? I'm gonna hypnotize him into not being a Sith.
No. Come back. No.
Double axe handle him until he stops being evil.
Nothing about Snow now. You said you understood his pain, didn't you?
He got kicked in the ding-dong. That's a very different kind of pain from what you would know.
Like every day blaming himself for Sarah, trying to fix the world. He's been fighting
Lightning kind of knows.
Views snoozed away in a dream world.
I guess Lightning hasn't had the time to wallow in her sorrows.
Wake up and get back to the world of the living. I bet he thought he could finally put an end to his misery. He drew on every last bit of strength and threw himself into the darkness.
He even gave me one, but not two,
So
gloves.
why don't you just set him free already? Don't you think that's what Sarah would want?
Why aren't you pretending to be Sarah? You could probably manipulate me more effectively if you did.
I wanna
thank you.
Make you free, but I just don't know how.
And no matter how fancy my ball gown is,
Sarah would know.
I can't double axe hand it to you into freedom.
If she was just here now, she'd find a way to reach and bring you back.
Sarah didn't even know how to not die of plot death. He'll probably be a pretty high-end Sith if he transforms, I'd say. Yeah, she always... Now, because I'm terrible at this game, I never win in impressive fashion. Although that's more of a new game plus, like second run through, or like dominating and getting 5 stars against bosses kind of deal. But getting better than 0 stars is probably something I should be doing. But yeah, still, in the story, you just won a battle against this boss. And in both cases, we fight a boss. The two big major bosses we fought so far. You fight a character, and then it's followed by a cinematic in which the character is kicking Lightning's ass. Pull your shit together, Snow. Come on. This would not be the first time this series has teased people turning into monsters and then made this big heroic deal when they didn't, even though we kind of knew they weren't going to.
But she's not here. No matter how much we wish she was, and I can't be what she was.
I'm too tall.
Snow, the only thing I can do is do what you asked
I don't look
me.
as good in a faux schoolgirl uniform as she did.
But please, don't let your feelings for Sarah disappear into the chaos. She never stopped believing in you.
Well, she kind of did when she
No matter
died.
How far away your journey took you, or how long you stayed apart, she thought she would be with you again. I know she still believes it now.
Don't even tell me she's not hanging out with Stud. I know she is.
Her soul is dreaming of being with you again right now, you stupid fool.
You really never were good enough for her.
What is my sister supposed to come home to?
You, I guess. Maybe Noel.
I'm begging you. You have to live.
Like all high fantasy, romances in this series tend to involve people who, you know, epically powerful love between them, and it will never be able to be just a normal happy couple. They will not be a happy couple. So just thinking, oh yeah, Sarah will never be happy without Snow, even though it's like, well, shouldn't you just start dating Noel? No, Noel will never be happy without Yule, who is actually a series of Yules, all of whom are in love with Kaya, so I don't know what the fuck. Except for one. I guess one of them is in love with Noel.
To bring Sarah back.
So that she can join our party as the third character. Anyway, his soul is going to get saved by magical pixie rainbow dust, I assume. I don't actually remember. It's not like he joins us as a character in our parties, but I'm pretty sure he's... Yeah.
For a second there, I thought you cared.
What do you mean for a second there? She pretty much just told you.
You only want me around so I can bring Sarah back? Oh, my good looks and charm aren't reason enough.
I've told you I'm a lesbian. How many times?
Yeah, right. With that hair.
You know, if I could change my hair, if that would...
Damn it, Light. You always were a hard case.
You like them hard. I don't even know what I'm saying.
Spent how many centuries watching the world slip away from me?
Okay, well, I guess he's not a monster anymore. That's just... That speech did it.
I don't get a single thanks.
Did she say thanks at some point? I guess you didn't.
So I finally say enough is enough.
And it's time for a change.
And you'll ruin that too.
Sorry about that. You were forced to hold down the fort a long time. It was my fault.
Isn't it Caius' fault for unleashing infinite chaos, or was that always going to happen because of Boona Velza? I don't really understand.
Listen, Snow. The world is ending. And soon, there's no way for any of us to stop it.
You know, maybe if Zaz was here...
You've got to believe. Believe that even when this world ends, a new world will be born from the ashes.
Final Fantasy 13 Snow's Return is what we'll call that game.
The world. I'll make sure that. Trust me. I just need more time. I need you.
I know. To save the day. I'm on it, sis. I'm still the patron of you, Snan, right?
So she's just gonna hang around...
Your friends, you know
Well,
that?
whatever.
What if you killed me? Who'd have trouble facing Sarah then?
I knew you'd be fine. You're too stubborn to die.
I barely defeated you, and I took like 3 attempts. Yeah, see, I'm really not sure if he powered up or if that was his default form. I know, he must have powered up, because if he had his, like, easiest possible form stats and I'd already beaten Noel, I think he might have powered up between days 3 and 4. I can look it up later. I probably will, out of curiosity now.
Take care of Sarah. Please, help her find her way back.
I will say,
Stay strong. Someday you'll be all she has.
you know, they make fun of his haircut, but his haircut is stupider in the second game than it is in this game. And in both games, he doesn't look as dumb as he does with the do-rag from the first game.
Oh, when you put it like that, guess I got no choice but to do what I can.
And honestly, considering what he's been through, his current smart-ass attitude kind of is where I would be if I were him. I would hopefully be a little cleverer with my jokes.
Lightning says bring me back. But would you even want to come with me?
Yes, she would. Shut up.
I'm the guy who couldn't keep a single promise. Do you still want me, Sarah?
Or if you moved on to Stud.
Not like you can answer me. So do I just wait?
It's hard to know what Sarah wants, because she spends 2 of the 3 games as the unspeaking, dead/crystallized object of everyone else's emotional need. And in her own game, she seems like a lighthearted, happy enough person, but she's kind of just bouncing around in random time travel events. Like, I don't understand what's so freaking great about Sarah, honestly. She doesn't seem like, yeah, I don't hate Sarah, but like, yeah. So he's like, would you even still want me? He has moved heaven and earth for her many times over. Like, if Sarah were to come back and say, thanks for waiting hundreds of years, Snow, but I'm over you, that would be a pretty big bitch move.
No, I'm gonna bring you home. Like a real hero.
Who needs a shave? Oh, I guess his soul is being transferred to Lightning, even though she left the room. Use non-main quest complete. Now please have me appear somewhere and it still be in the middle of the day. Don't have it be... Oh, there we go. Okay. This makes a huge difference to my level of frustration / happiness with this. I really was going to say, if we appear at Boon of Elzenland and it says day 5, I really was going to have to go back and just try to do some basic testing to see if it was even feasible for me to use chronostasis better and get to the end. But now it's like, okay, we appear here. We did waste a lot more time, but I think I'm satisfied with this pace. It's partway through day 4, and we've done 2 of the game's 5 quests. I think you're given 10 days to save the world, but you can add days. Like if you do enough quests, including the main quest will get you to around day 12, because you feed power to the tree that grows the end of the world or whatever the fuck ever. Side quests can get you up to day 13. So basically, in theory, you've got about 12 days, more than 10 anyway, to get 5 main quests done. And it took us, we're at day 4, and we've got 2 of them done. I think we're on an okay pace. Especially because the next main quest we're going to jump towards is the last one that's time sensitive. There's a main quest at Luxarian, which we've done. Game ending quest doesn't count. And that's quest 6. We've got a quest at Luxarian we've done. We have a quest at Yuznan that we've done. The quest at Desert Dunes, I looked this up. It also has a boss that gets tougher if you wait further days. But then there's 2 quests at the Wildlands, and neither of them are time sensitive. So the game, it's much more open-ended and free for you to go do things in whatever order than the prior games were. But it's still pretty clear that, well, the most logical order you can do it in, it will always have the Wildlands quest at the end. So we got some boosts and whatnot. Main quest information has been updated. And we got a ghostly hood. Oh, and he's just hanging out in here. We can go talk to him.
Man, how long has it been since I was laid into like that?
How'd you like laying into
Reminded me
you?
of the good old days. Felt a little ache in my heart and on my face.
Mm.
I heard some of my boys got in your way. Sorry.
By your boys,
Hey,
you mean
they were
Anubis's.
just doing their jobs. 500 years of this garbage.
He was about to punch his hands.
I don't know if it's supposed to be a blessing or a curse to live so long, but for me, it's been hell.
Hell is other people. He's about to punch his hands. Yep, that's him, alright.
Ever since I lost Sarah, I think deep down I've just been looking for a way to die. All I could think was
I can
how
help you
I
with
didn't
that.
deserve to be alive when she was gone.
She's gone.
Do you
Oh,
think Sarah...
oh.
No, I don't need to ask.
So I'm not
I
going
don't want to
to.
know anything I don't need to know. I'll probably just end up doing something stupid.
I don't even know what he was asking there, but...
Man, how long is it? Reminded me.
No little message from Hope, huh? Okay. Main quests. Quest complete. Canvas of Prayers. We don't have a violent amulet yet. Oh, I can do this. Alright, well, I need to get back to base and head out of town. Hard to say, will we have enemies here anymore? I don't even really know. But, go ahead and get, get Metagard back. and get out of here. Suppose I can hit the shop on the way out. You still here, guy? You doesn't seem to still be here? Unless he's... Well, where is the guy? Prophecy of Aspiration. Oh, I guess I forgot to get that. Guess I forgot to get that, oh well. Special Cumin Snow Villiers. Oh, 70,000, 40,000. Well, never mind. All my whinging about how tough that battle was. I actually did get him before he leveled up. So that was his weakest form, and I just barely managed to beat him on like the 3rd or 4th try. Yeah, well. Okay. They just vanished. That was odd. Oh, this guy's no longer here selling potions because, I guess because we no longer need to kill his boss. So that might make sense. Anyway, I'm back to my old tricks of...
Unfurl the wings of death.
Ow, that was really poorly done on my part. Trying to get some health back from this fight. That's not really working out for me.
No. It's just a fleeting dream.
If I could get him weak and then just kind of...
I'll bring back lost. Never dance with swords. Time for a counterattack.
Oh well, I don't think I lost a lot. And I get him poisonous stings up the yin-yang. So, there's got to be a way to get out of here somewhere that blocked the path I thought I would be taking. Because I got to be able to get out of here, right?
I've had worse.
Okay. Metagard some more here.
It's just a fleeting dream.
Yeah, I think I might actually get some health back from this guy overall.
Let's make a show of it.
Alright, we'll finish it here. Or I'll get a little bit more health first. Not as exciting as fighting Snow, I give you, but... Ah, damn it. I wasted a bunch of that at the end. It's tough to know exactly when to pull out to avoid wastefulness.
Not much fight in that one.
I don't know, I made that take a while, Lightning. And her victory pose of that weapon looks wrong. I don't know how to get out of here, though. Because I'm just kind of going in circles now. This is getting to a place that would allow me to open that door before. Oh man, can there be a way to get out of here? Because this is taking me to the place where I had to go get the pendant. So I'm just sort of going around in circles in Snow's palace now, because I couldn't figure out how to get the hell out. Who is that? That is an Anubis, maybe? Well, at least I think I'm out. I mean, I probably could search around here for more treasures and shit, but... I think this is generally how you want to get out of here. This is going up, not down. No. So I want to be going the other way. If I'm actually going to try to get out of this damn place and get to it. Oh my goodness! I didn't do that. Oh no! Okay, fine. This is crazy. I've wasted enough. I'm going to teleport to the Yuznan station or the Luxarian station. Which one is going to get me? Okay, I've wasted a bunch of time here, but it's only going to get worse if I keep this up. World map. Desert Dunes. The Dead Dunes, excuse me, is... It's pretty confusing, this map, but it looks like Luxarian has a train station that reaches the Desert Dunes. I'm not as sure about, honestly not as sure about, Yuznan. Consume EP, yep. So we'll just teleport there. Small stone glittering with all the colors of the rainbow leads to an unexpected union with an old friend, even though we didn't see this scene yet. I guess I could check and see if this is possible right now, or if we need to come back and do it later. It's 9 o'clock. And... okay, it's too late to meet the saint. So what I want to do is check the, general store.
Thanks for stopping.
Get some more Phoenix down.
And thank you.
Oh, you have a quest.
I'm with the Order. I'm inspecting the clock tower.
I'm here to beat the
That's
clock.
where they hung the dummy. You didn't happen to see if they left anything else behind, did you?
The dummy.
Thankfully, nothing dangerous was uncovered. In any case, this clock is fine. Job done.
But there's a problem?
There
Yes,
is.
I have this clock
I don't
here on
know
my
if
back.
you're
It's
aware of
weird.
this,
It makes no
the
sense.
clocks in town are all set to this one. Well, if I want to go the extra mile,
Which I don't.
I
I've done.
really should check the other ones too. Make
You
sure
have
they're all taken
infinite
right.
time, right? You've well, I mean, you've
Problem
lived
is,
for
I have
hundreds
to
of
stay
years.
right here and keep an eye on this one. If only there were someone else to check the others.
I'm not me.
There
I'm
isn't.
literally trying to save the
So you're
world.
stuck. Why are you so worried about the clocks anyway? What's the big deal?
I'm trying to save the world. I don't have
It's
time
hard
to
to
check your
explain.
clocks.
I have this irrational fear that keeps creeping into my head.
That I'm an NPC and a not particularly good. Well, an okay, but not
And
great
that'll cause
RPG.
everything else to too. Time, the world, everyone. Finished. I have to know that all the clocks are ticking. I hate to ask, but could you check them for me?
But I mean, as
It
soon
would
as she leaves
certainly
one
help put
clock,
my mind at
it could
ease.
stop while she's checking another. Lightning, whatever. Like clockwork. In the plaza in front of Xarian's North Station, Lightning meets... Oh, 13 locations. Wow. Armena, who is terrified if the clocks stop Luxurians. The clocks Luxurians stop, the world end of the world fall. Lightning can help her mind by checking them all. Sure, we'll do this eventually. Excuse me. This is very much one you'd want to do with a fact, though, because you'll just miss clocks randomly. That's way too many. This is ridiculous. What a stupid ass quest. All right, we're gonna switch back to Knight of Etro as our default. And we're gonna call it a video because it took me forever and I was very inefficient about it, but we got our asses out of we got our asses to where we're positioned to ride to a new place and start that quest. Not the most efficient ever. This game makes me think so much harder. This is probably my favorite of the Final Fantasy XIII games because it's got the most fun, silly side adventures and flavor. But I forgot, it's just this weird sense of stress, but just constantly feeling like the time for the game is finite. You have more than enough time on the first playthrough to accomplish the main quests and win the main game. Although actually, apparently it's fairly common for people to just get most of the way through the game and then take the new game plus and go to the end game buffed with like an extra halfway through the game. Because end game of this one can be hard, and people have gotten to the final boss and not been able to beat it. I've gotten to Noel and Snow and had them both kick my ass, so we'll see. Yeah, there's a weird. This game is not as relaxing as the other Final Fantasy games can be, but I'm still enjoying it. And I hope you are too. Catch you guys next time.